Hello and welcome to the Always Sunny in Sayreville 2013 Keeper Special. I'm your commissioner. I'm going to be running through everybody's keepers, letting you know who's off the board for the upcoming draft. I'm going to go in draft order, so without further ado, let's get it started. This first pick is a very important pick in the history of the Rusty Strombone because it's actually the first pick that Anthony has ever made. For those of you who don't remember or don't know, Anthony missed the draft last year. He went down to Atlantic City, swore that he was gonna go back to his room, get on the computer and, do the draft. I'm definitely gonna be there. But the computer auto-picked, and he spent the entire rest of the year trying to make trades to get himself a team that he was happy with. So with the first pick in his franchise history, he also makes the first pick in Always Sunny in Sayreville keeper history. So let's go out to the field and find out who Anthony picked.
Thank you very much, Dave. I'm out here in the streets with Anthony Filicetti, the owner of the Rusty Strombone team, holder of the first pick in the draft.
Thanks for making me sound good.
Thank you, Anthony, for joining me for just a few moments. I understand that you have decided on who your keeper is going to be for this season. Anthony, Sayreville wants to know, who are you going to be keeping, black guy or white guy?
We're going to be keeping the black guy.
Black guy. Who are you going to be keeping?
I'm going to be keeping Randall Cobb. Shit's serious.
Randall Cobb.
Yeah, black
wide
guy.
receiver. Black wide receiver.
Over the white receiver. We don't trust the white people.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't trust white people.
That is good advice. So, Randall Cobb, wide receiver, Green Bay Packers, is the first player kept by the Rusty Strombone. Actually, a really good selection. He's going to need all the help he can get. So next up is going to be Bobby J. Let's go poolside and find out who Bobby J is going to be keeping.
All right, thanks. I'm out here poolside with Bobby J. Thanks for a few minutes, Bobby. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? That's the least I can do to take time out of my busy poolside schedule here to let you know who I'm keeping for the fantasy league this year.
I appreciate it. First of all, let me ask you this. Sayreville wants to know, do you have an idea what your team name might be this year?
You know what? I think my team name was pretty original last year.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep it, what you talking about, Hillis.
Yeah? Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice. So now, the big question Sayreville wants to know, who are you going to be keeping this year?
Well, while sitting here poolside today and being in deep reflection of my roster from last year, I actually considered not keeping anybody from last year because the only person that kept me out of last place was my man A. Nizzle. Since I have to keep somebody, I guess it's going to have to be Chris Ivory.
Chris Ivory, which is actually not a bad pick.
No, it's not, because he's pretty much going to be the only offensive option on his team this year.
Yeah, it's definitely true. And he's a real sneaky number 2 running back. He could be somebody who contributes to a championship team.
Absolutely, Dave. That's what I was thinking.
Well, thank you very much once again, and I'll let you get back to enjoying a little sun. And we look forward to the draft and the upcoming season.
Awesome. Can't wait, dude.
Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much. Yes, Chris Ivory, New York Jets, is the Bobby J selection. A solid player if he can stay healthy. As of right now, already injured in preseason training camp. So, have fun with that. Okay, the next person up is going to be Danny Mac. The Golden Showers, the third pick in the draft, just could not get it together until too late in the season. Opened the season like 0-6 or something like that. Starting guys on buys and injured dudes, just a debacle. This year he's got a lot to prove. He really does. But he has a lot of potential as well. Let's find out who Danny Mac is going to be keeping.
I'm here with Daniel McCaskill, live at the bottom of the ocean, owner of the Golden Showers fantasy football team, Always Sunny in Sayreville Fantasy Football League. I understand, Danny, that
Golden Showers, holler.
You've decided on who your keeper is going to be for this year. So the Sayreville wants to know, Danny, who are you going to be keeping?
Jay motherfucking Cutler.
Jay motherfucking Cutler. Evil twin of
Backup
actual
quarterback
Jay Cutler.
was taken care of.
That's
You
right.
can do worse.
You could do worse.
Yeah, he falls
Could
in
do
the
worse.
11 to 20 range.
I would say so.
And I
He's a
would-
good backup
I mean,
quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Back to you in the studio.
He could break out. Jay Cutler, Chicago Bears quarterback. He's got one of the top receivers in the league. So we'll see what happens with the Golden Showers. So now we're going to move on to number 4. And that is going to be my man John Narkowitz, owner of the Vince Masuka team. Let's go out to Scammy's Snack Bar and find out who John is going to be keeping.
Thanks, Dave. That's right. I'm here reporting live from Scammy's Snack Bar, where I've run into John Narkowitz. John, do you mind if I take a few moments? Is it true that you've decided on who your keeper is going to be this year?
I have.
John, Sayreville wants to know, who are you going to be keeping?
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that reference. That's an NFL player?
Oh yeah,
You sure about this?
absolutely.
And that's your final answer?
Yes, it is.
You heard it here first, folks. What is his name again?
All right. So Narkowitz is keeping Colin Kaepernick, quarterback, I'm told, from the San Francisco 49ers, which, again, that could be a pretty good selection. We'll find out. With the 5th selection in the upcoming draft, we have Ortiz's team. They will be forced by the commissioner to have a mandatory name change before the season starts. I'm the biggest Jets fan there is, but yeah, we're going to do that. Let's find out who Ortiz is going to be keeping for his squad this year. Thank you very much. I'm here in the back room right now with John Ortiz. I understand that you've decided on who you're going to be keeping this year.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with last year's rookie, RG3.
RG3? What is he, like a robot or something?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. RG3. And what position does he play? I've never...
Quarterback.
That's an NFL quarterback?
Yeah.
What team?
Washington Redskins.
And his name again? What is...
RG3.
RG3. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. I don't know where I don't know where your hand has been. Back to you in the studio. So Ortiz goes Bobby Griffin, Washington Redskins quarterback. A solid selection. He had a couple of really good guys to choose from. And our field reporter Dave, just so you know, will be learning who RG3 is. We're going to send him on a little field assignment just to make sure he gets his game up. But you'll see what I mean in the next episode. And now, before the 6th pick, I have an important announcement. For the first time in the history of Always Sunny in Sayreville Fantasy Football, we have a team leaving the league. And it is with great dismay that at this time I have to reveal that ASIS-FFLtv has received very disturbing tapes with regards to Kicks and Six. Now, I was going to peel the wrapper off of this thing really slowly throughout the course of the season, but he's kind of forced my hand here. Now, I must warn you that the audio you're about to hear is very disturbing, and I promise you that I did not edit it at all. I didn't touch it at all. I promise. Let's roll it. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lit up, and then 2 different vibrating modes.
Whoa.
It lit up. I don't know, maybe you looking. I don't know, it was fucking great. I threw it on the people's bed next to me.
Is that all you did with it?
It was $35 I had to pay for that fucking
You
thing.
bought you bought a $35 vibrator in Vegas?
With 2 condoms, a thing of lube. Yeah. I used 1 condom.
Great. So what? So why? So you didn't get the vibrator dirty?
Yeah, I didn't want to use it.
Sorry you had to hear that. Oh, man. What's up, Ryan? Obviously, I'm just kidding with you, man. So, with the 6th pick in the draft, we actually have a new person in the league. I'd like to introduce everybody to Matt. Let's go out to the field and let's talk to Matt and find out who Matt is going to be keeping from that disgusting embarrassment of a team that Ryan left behind. Sorry. All right, thank you very much. I'm here with the newest owner in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League. This is Matt. Matt, welcome to the league.
How you doing?
Great to have you. I'm doing very well. I'm the fucking champion. Of course, I'm doing well. Okay, so first things first, Matt. Before we get started, I just wanted to sort of bring you up to speed on what team you're taking over, because this is pretty historic. The dude whose team you're taking over drafted a kicker in the 6th round last year. And I guess the first thing we need to know is, can we trust you to be a more solid
reasonable football owner than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, very good. Okay, so you took a look at your squad and you've decided who your keeper's going to be.
James Jones.
James Jones. Yeah, I figured that would be who you were going to go with.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Thank you very much for joining the league. We look forward to a good season.
Awesome.
And back to you in the studio.
James Jones, wide receiver, Green Bay Packers. Solid selection. I think any Aaron Rodgers receiver has the potential to do great things. So with the 7th selection in the draft, we're going to go out to Scammy's Snack Bar again, and we're going to talk to Mike Dahl, owner of the team Blumpkin, and find out who he's going to be keeping with the 7th selection in the draft.
Oh, yes, hello. Thank you. I'm reporting live from Scammy's Snack Bar. I'm here with Mike Dahl, who is an owner of one of the franchises in the Always Sunny in Sayreville Fantasy Football League. I understand you've decided on who your keeper is going to be for the upcoming season.
I did.
Sayreville wants to know, who will you be keeping?
Drum roll, please. Russell Wilson. Wilson.
Okay, seriously. Who are you going to be keeping this year?
Russell Wilson. Like, for real. I'm serious.
Really? Are you being serious?
I'm 100% serious. Because I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, but yes, Russell Wilson.
All right. Russell Wilson. Back to you in the studio.
Russell Wilson. Do we have him? Do we have him? Okay, great. Now with the 8th pick in the draft, we have Toddler Fight Club. At this point, we're talking about the best teams in the league, and last year, Toddler Fight Club was in first place for a very long time. We're going to go out live right now and talk with Albert Pirro, the owner and manager of the Toddler Fight Club, and find out who he's going to be keeping. Albert, thank you for taking a little time to talk to us.
You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Yes.
Hey, first things first. Where are you right now?
I am in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, at Totem Pole Playhouse, doing what I do, bro. Making that money, making that cheddar, so I can pay these bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Word. And the word is that you've decided who your keeper's going to be this year?
Yes. I've gotten together with the heads in Fayetteville. In addition, I've talked to Roto himself, because Roto is my motto. He's what gives me my mojo. And he said, "Filleth your cuppeth, and do not lose your spiller." So I am bringing back Mr. CJ Spiller to the Toddler Fight Club this year.
Great pick. By all accounts, the highest rated player that anybody's got in the league. That's got to make you feel pretty good.
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't feel bad. And that is what I'm going for. Because if it feels bad, we don't do it. When it feels good, you do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And you feel good about him being able to be healthy and carry the mail for you?
Yes, he's going to have to carry the male and the female and whatever, and the dog and the fucking everything else, all of it. I understand that Spiller is a smaller back. They get a little bit nicked up, a little banged up from time to time, but it's the NFL. No fools allowed. Just how it is.
Great, man. Well, thank you very much for a little bit of time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Commish. I'm looking forward to the draft and to show these bitches in the Always Sunny League what it's like out here, where it's really sunny in the Fight Club. Come bring it.
So there you have it. CJ Spiller, by far the highest rated keeper we have going into the 2013 season, which puts Albert in great position, and Toddler Fight Club looks like a strong team again this year. So we're going to go now on to the number 9 pick, and that is another new member in the league. So we're going to take a trip right now out to First Energy Park in Lakewood, New Jersey, where we found Kevin, the newest member of the Always Sunny in Sayreville League.
I'm here at Lakewood Blue Cross Stadium. Kevin Schaefer, the newest member of the Always Sunny in Sayreville League. Here to get his keeper, Kevin. Sayreville wants to know who are you going to be keeping this year? Mario Manningham. Thank you very much, Kevin. Welcome to the league. Back to you in the studio. That's it.
Thank you very much. Quick and clean, Mario Manningham, wide receiver, San Francisco 49ers. I gave this man so many chances to not pick Mario Manningham. I just want to go on record and say that. And I have the text messages to prove it. And now, with the 10th pick, the champion of the 2012 season, Shower Hug. Let's go out to the field and find out who Shower Hug is going to be keeping for the upcoming season. Andrew Luck.
Thank you very much, Dave. This is Dave here in the basement with Dave. The word on the street is that, Dave, you have decided who your fantasy football keeper is going to be for the upcoming 2013 season. Sayreville wants to know who you're going to be keeping.
Is it a question?
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Obviously. Andrew Luck. All right. Thank you very much. Back to you in the studio. Thanks.
So there you have it. Andrew Luck. Surprising no one. Quarterback. Indianapolis Colts. Okay. Randall Cobb. Chris Ivory, Jay Cutler, Colin Kaepernick, RG3. James Jones, Russell Wilson, CJ Spiller, Mario Manningham, and Andrew Luck. All off the board. You don't have them. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. The next thing we have is the draft. The draft is going to be between the 3rd and 4th preseason game, most likely. Okay, weeknight, something like that. I'll get in touch with everybody. I'm going to try and, email everybody at the very least. And we're going to figure out a draft date that everybody can make. After the draft, I'm going to do a post-draft special, pre-season special. I'm going to do one more show before the season starts. And then we're going to do weekly updates. If you guys have any questions, any problems, any whatever, you know how to get in touch with me. Anybody who hasn't given me the money yet, you got to give me the money. I have most people's money already, which is good. Okay, so that's it. Those are the keepers. That's what we got coming up. Be in touch with me about the draft date. And I will talk to you guys soon.